Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. So sorry about the live stream today. I'm trying a new strategy, which is multi-streaming, and so it's taking some while for me to get my apps up and running. But we're here. Currently on the field is the 400 meters for women. And I can tell you that Genevieve Russell is winning her heat. Her time is 54.52. So I think from the phone it's not. All right, I think technology is beating us tonight, guys. But the heats are on. I don't know if CDTV will be coming on tonight, but I can tell you that the heats have started. And so far, Genevieve Russell, she has won her semifinal, her first round heat in the 400-meter hurdles. Hello, Miss Beauty Cake Kitchen. How are you? Greetings, greetings, greetings to you. I'm doing multi-streaming, so I'm on Facebook and YT at the same time. So I'm just trying to get used to this, but the races have started, and I can tell you that the semifinals of the women's 200 meters will be coming up in half an hour's time. In about 30 minutes time, it will be time for the semifinals of the 200 meters for women. And of course, I'm going to be giving you the lane draws in just a minute. But we're getting ready for the next semifinals, next heat of the 400-meter hurdles. There's a Jamaican in this one as well. Just saying hello to Miss Beauty K Kitchen. Do you know where I can watch it live? It depends on the country you're in, because some countries, it's a question of who has the broadcasting rights. We can't show it on YT for obvious reasons because of copyright issues. So we're not able to show it, but we'll just keep you up to date as to what's happening. Hugh is back with us. Hugh is saying good evening, everyone in the chat room, people. So I can tell you what's coming up and what's happening, Miss Beauty K, but can't really show the races. All right. Heat 2 was won by Genevieve Russell, 54.52, ahead of the American Little, Shamir Little, and Finland's Vivi Laikonen. So in the hurdles, it's the first 4 who qualify, and then the next 4 fastest losers. So greetings to you, Hugh. Welcome. I can tell you that in the next half an hour, it will be the semifinals of the women's 200 meters. And those races are going to be very interesting because the lineups are very competitive. And I think that some of the athletes will have to be flat out in that one to qualify, especially heat number 1 and heat number 2. Or rather, I should say semifinals 1 and 2. It's going to be a cracker. Let me tell you the lineup for that semifinals for the women. In the first semifinal, we have Sherika Jackson, who is in that one. She's in lane 5. She's going to be up against Prandini of the US. Prandini is in lane 4. There's the Nigerian Seni. I don't know if you remember Seni yesterday. She looked very, very muscular and very strong. She's running from Nigeria, for Nigeria, and she's in lane 3. And then Kambuji of Switzerland is in lane 6. So that's going to be a very, very interesting semifinals. Gator as well from the Bahamas. Tanya Gator, she's in lane 8 in that heat, in that semifinal. So we have Sherika Jackson, Kambuji, Prandini, Seni, and Gator all in the first semifinals of the women's 200. So that is going to be extremely competitive. I can see Seni and Jackson doing well in that one, but Kambuji is always going to be dangerous. Kambuji will always be knocking on the door to qualify for our finals. And then, of course, there is Prandini of the US. That the third heat of the women's 400 hurdles just went on. There was no Jamaican in that one. You know, our coverage is very biased. Hugh says, those are what I want to hear, says Hugh. And the second semifinal of the 200 will be competitive as well. There's Elaine Thompson in that one. She's in lane 6. Maselingi of Namibia, the dangerous Maselingi. And she, again, another athlete with huge muscular structure, let's put it that way. She's in lane 5. Asha Smith is in that one as well. She's in lane 4. And Tamara Clark, who looked very good from the United States, she's in lane 3. So the second semifinals will have Asha Smith, Maselingi, Thompson Hira, and Tamara Clark. So that is going to be very competitive. And the third semifinals is probably the easiest of the 3. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is in that one, but she is going to face off with the American poster girl, Abby Steiner. Steiner, who everybody is in the US will be rooting for, the new kid on the block. She's going to be facing off with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And there's Ofili of Nigeria in lane 4. Steiner will be in lane 5. Fraser-Pryce will be in lane 6. So I don't see any issue for Fraser-Pryce making it in out of that semifinal. But the important thing will be for them to qualify and to try to get a good lane. Kenroy Ashton is here. Kenroy is saying, can you send me the live link? All right. I'm going to post it. Is it the link to come on the platform, Kenroy? Do you want to come on the platform, or do you mean the link to see the races? Let me know. I'm going to share the link to come on the platform. So Keisha is here as well. Keisha Stevenson, good night to you. And of course, Sydney McLaughlin, she looked very good in her heat as well. She'll be gunning for this world title, and she set the world record earlier this year, so she's going to be very difficult to beat. Welcome to you, Keisha. Very, very good night to you. For those who are asking, the women's semifinals will be up in another half an hour. Let's make that another 25 minutes. Okay. Next on the track will be heat 4 of the 400-meter hurdles. We saw Russell from Jamaica winning her heat 2 of the 400 hurdles. And up next will be heat 3. And in heat 3, we're going to have, no, heat 3 has already gone. Up next is heat 4 with Shian Salmon of Jamaica. So Salmon, she's in lane 2, and she's going to be against Dalila Mohammed in lane 3. Guys, if my pronunciation sounds off, it's because I've been living in France for too long. Okay. Keisha is saying, can I have the link for the live race? Well, Keisha, you're not going to find that on YouTube, but if you go to Facebook, and you search for the group Track Heads, you will see that they're streaming it there. So if you go to Facebook and you go to Track Heads, you will see them streaming there if you want to see the races live. Okay, so the next one on track is heat 4 of 5, and this one will have the world record or former world record holder in it, and of course one of the favorites to take home the crown in the 400-meter hurdles. Mystic Sensation is in the house. Mystic saying, I'm on a short break, I'm still at work. Mystic Sensation, always working to bring home the money bag. Mystic, I hope you're fine. I hope you're doing well. It's track and field season. And, you know, we're having our live chat here on JamFet, Jamaican Vibes, and on JamFet Sports channel as well. And I'm actually live on Facebook. It's the first time I'm doing a multi-stream live. And I have to say I don't understand fully the multi-stream, but we're trying our best to keep up to date with what's going on. Not seen CETV yet, but this is the fourth heat, sorry. I keep saying semifinals. It's the fourth heat of the 400-meter hurdles. And Salman of Jamaica is in lane 2. Mohammed of the US is also in this one, and Mohammed is already opening the lead on the Jamaican. Mohammed is looking very comfortable, but Salman is now trying to get into her running. Let's see how they look at the stagger. It's really all about Mohammed, Dalila Mohammed, but Salman is now coming back at her, and Salman looks poised to qualify. She's actually now in second place behind Mohammed. So it's really the US and Jamaica in this heat. And actually, Salman is coming up on Mohammed, but Mohammed recovers. She stuttered at the last hurdle, but she recovers, and Salman finishes in second. So she and Salman from Jamaica will qualify to the semifinals. She finished second behind Dalila Mohammed, 54.45. That's the winning time for Mohammed. The Mystic is tired, but Sassy Diva is in the house. Greetings to you, Sassy Diva. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We're here trying to keep up with what's going on in Oregon. I don't know if you saw my video earlier, guys, when I was talking about the fact that the track is not very fast, and so the times haven't been so great. And that's because sometimes when they make the track, they make it to favor the distance runners as opposed to the sprinters. So Sassy is saying, school and murder me. I know the feeling, Sassy. I know the feeling. But may I push through and hold the faith. Amen. Amen. Mystic is saying hello to Sassy. I think I'm only seeing some of the comments, guys. I'm trying the multi-stream, but I'm doing it from my phone and not from the computer. So I'm only seeing what's happening in a part of the chat. I'm not sure if everybody's seeing the same thing. But the up next is going to be, actually in the long jump final, in the high jump final, we have two Jamaicans. There are two Jamaicans in the finals of the women's high jump. There's Williamson and Distin. So Jamaica showing our talent in the field event. This is Distin. She's ranked 15 in the world, but she's made it here to the final of the high jump. Basically what happens, they'll jump until, well, you have 3 tries at each level. And if you are unable to clear the bar, then you are eliminated. So Jamaica with 2 qualifiers in the high jump finals. Last night we had 3 in the triple jump finals, including a silver medal for Ricketts in the triple jump. So Jamaica doing very well in the field events. So for those who thought that we were only a track nation, we're also doing well in the field events. And so I'm trying to see if I can see what's happening over by Facebook. But there's nothing going on the track at the moment. There's one more semifinals, one more heat to come for the 400-meter hurdles. And as I said, the schedule is going to be the high jump, but expect the women to be next on the track. So there's one more 400-meter hurdles, and then we'll see the high jump getting underway. And then it's going to be the 200-meter semifinals, where we have our golden trinity of sprinters who will be competing to make the finals. And of course, we're looking forward to another clean sweep, but the 200 will be a lot more competitive because we have got Seni, who is in there. There's Masilingi, who is there as well. And there is Abby Steiner, the American poster girl, the new face of track and field. We could put it like that because we know that's what's going to happen. So the 200 will be very competitive and a lot more challenging. Maybe Cherokee Jackson is the favorite. She has really worked on her strength and her speed, and especially her start. She's a lot more quicker out of the blocks than usual. Elaine Thompson doesn't seem to be 100%. Elaine seems to be running within her limits. And of course, Shelly and Fraser Price, well, we know she's not a 200-meter specialist. So basically, Shelly will want to try to run a hard curve, get a blistering start, and just hope that her momentum will, secure a medal for her. I don't see Shelly getting beyond a bronze medal, to be honest, but even that is going to be very difficult for her. Although she has worked on her strength, she has worked on the ending of her race. Let's look at what's happening now. It's the fifth and final heat of the 400-meter hurdles. Our two competitors, Jamaica's two competitors, have already qualified for the semifinals of the 400 hurdles. And this now is the final heat. And I can tell you that Jamaica has got off to a good start. She's already made up the stagger on the athlete in lane 3. So she's looking very, very good. The athlete in lane 6 is also going well. But it's the Jamaican who is coming off in the lead in this one. So this is good. Jamaica leading here. She looks like she's running out of steam, though. She's running out of steam, and she has been caught. And, oh, my God, she has faded into 4th place. So that's unfortunate. Clayton of Jamaica, she led to the final hurdle, and then she started to fade away. And Wilson, the American, got that one. She will qualify because it's the first 4 to qualify. But unfortunately, she won't have a good lane in the semifinals. And, sometimes it's about your race tactic, because she had that race under control, but she didn't have to go as hard as she did because she was clearly ahead. But, she tied up in the end, and Clayton there showing a bit of inexperience in that race. She was way ahead at the turf. She came off the bend in front, and, she just needed to relax, really, to come home. But she started to tie up at the 9th hurdle. And then by the 10th hurdle, well, the American just went by her, and so too did the other 2 athletes. So Clayton there showing a bit of inexperience, and she is 4th, but she will qualify. So Jamaica having 3 semifinalists in the 400 hurdles competition. So up next, well, there's a 20-minute break on the track, and then it's going to be the women's 200-meter finals. So who do you think will win the 200 finals? Let me know. Who are you rooting for in the 200 finals? It's going to be a ding-dong battle. In the 200 finals will be. It's the semifinals tonight, but some of the semifinals resemble finals, because in semifinal 1, Cherokee Jackson is there, but she has got some very, very good athletes who she will be competing against, who are in semifinal 1. I'm going to give you the lane draw in a minute as well, but I'm just looking on Facebook to see if there are any comments over there. Very, very good athletes who she will be competing against. See if there are. Don is here, Don and Jadif. Jadif is the Jamaican diaspora in France. They are watching. Hello to you, Don, and everybody in Paris. Delia is here as well. Delia Young, greetings to you. And Kadia is here. Maxi K. Boucher is here. So greetings to you, Kadia. We're having our live chat of the Olympics. Dawn is not sleeping. Dawn is not sleeping. She is up and watching with Jadif. They are doing tremendous work in France, promoting and spreading the Jamaican culture. Denise Smith is also here, and Denise is betting on Shelley and Fraser Price. So Denise is putting her money out on Shelley and Fraser Price. I think that it will probably be, it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be very competitive. We have some athletes in that 200 who are very masculine. I'm trying to make it as fair play as possible, but they're very masculine and they will be very strong in the race. Mboma is injured, but there are other athletes there like Seni, who is very muscular and very masculine built. There's Masilingi as well, and you know, Denise is laughing. You know, Masilingi is one of the athletes who they call them DSD athletes, and basically their bodies produce a lot of testosterone that put them above the normal level of a woman. So it makes it very complicated because it's almost as if they have male hormones in a female body. So how do we deal with these athletes? Because it's it makes it almost gives them an unfair advantage. Of course, there are some people who are saying it's their biological makeup, they were born like that and we just have to accept it. But it's very difficult when you see that some of our normal women, if I can say that, have no chance against these type of athletes. So how do we deal with these athletes, you know? Remember Casta Semenya, how she used to run in the 800 meters, and Tanin Marsh or Tin Marsh is saying that they need their own category because that apart man. How do we deal with this thing? Because I mean, I was laughing yesterday because in the first round of the 200 meters, right? Shelley and Fraser came second behind one of these athletes. So, you know, like normally when the women athletes, they run, they would go and they hug each other. The woman went to Shelley and Shelley just put out her hand to shake it, sort of saying, you're not one of us, you know. So Shelley put out her hand. I thought that was so, I thought that was a funny moment, to be honest. That was a funny moment when Shelley just put out her hand, meaning that, you know, man, I think you're a brother. You're not one of us. So Denise is saying they still can't compete with yam, dumpling, and banana of Jamaica. All right. So Denise is backing her Jamaicans and say, when them have them extra testosterone, it still can't compete with the dumpling, yam, and banana. We need some scientists to study them yam and banana there now, because Jamaica, seriously, I don't know if the women eat more banana and dumpling than the men, because the men's team is struggling at the moment. The men's team, the men that was struggle, but the women have been doing very, very well. And, you know, we're very proud of them. Guys, as Mystic is saying, please remember to give us a thumbs up as you come in, and especially those over YouTube. Please give the live a thumbs up. I'm only at 7 thumbs up, so I need some thumbs up, guys. Please thumbs up the live if you like what you're hearing and seeing. Give us a thumbs up for Team Jamaica. All right. So thank you, Mystic, for reminding me. So we have Williamson, who is now approaching the high jump. Williamson is Jamaican, and she is here in the high jump final. She has already cleared 184, and she's now going to be trying to clear 1 meter and 89 centimeters. So we'll keep an eye out for Williams to see if she will clear that mark. Big up to all 41 people watching. And here comes Williams, and she's up and over. So Jamaica is doing very well. Our first high jumper cleared her bar on the first attempt. So that is excellent. And she looked as cool as a cucumber in her dark glasses and her shades, you know. So Jamaica at them on the track and in the field. And that is Kimberly Williamson. So Kimberly Williamson clearing 1 meter 89. Her personal best is 193. So that's going to be interesting. And there's another Jamaican who is Lamara Distin. Lamara Distin is also Jamaican, and she's also in this final. So let's hope that, you know, they will do very well. We saw last night Jamaica getting a silver medal in the triple jump. So it's very good to know that we are not only just running fast, we can jump and skip and hop at the same time. So, you know, let's hear what some of our viewers are saying. Tin is saying that they can't keep encouraging them and then mixing them with 100% women. It isn't right. That will encourage all of them to come out. Mind sharp, in a few years, no woman will be able to compete and get past the heats. And Mystic is a medical practitioner, so maybe Mystic can help us, but she has to go back to work. Mystic said, I have to go back to work. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Thank you, Mystic, for that. And thank you for stopping by. So as Tin is saying that in a few years' time, I mean, it's going to be more of a problem. And how do we Team Jamaica straight, says Denise, how do we compete? How do men compete against women, you know? Or, well, I shouldn't say men, but half men. Because I know it's not pleasant if you're a real woman and somebody call you a man. You know, I was saying it last night on the live that if you're a real woman and somebody say, you know, I want a man that. That's like, you know, come like you're a real human being and you call them drunkro. People are going to be... Can you imagine somebody call you drunkro and you're a real human being? That hurts. So if you're a woman and people call you a man, that must be hurtful. But if your body is doing things that's giving you an unfair advantage, then we have to find a way to deal with that. I mean, I saw recently where in the US there was like a transsexual athlete, a man who became a woman who was allowed to compete and swim against real women. And I'm thinking a man's body is always going to give him an advantage. That's just how biology is set up. You're a man, your muscular structure is going to give you an advantage. So even if you change your sex and become a woman, your hormones and your makeup is still going to be a man. So I don't understand how the US is allowing that athlete to compete against real women. It's not good. I don't think we shouldn't encourage that sort of thing. But and it's not even to be hitting out against anybody, because at the end of the day you do what you want. But you know, it's not fair to the women, and it's not fair to these women who are training, who get up every day and train and work hard. You see people like Shelley and Fraser Price. These girls, man, they don't have holidays like us because they have to always be keeping in tip-top shape. They can't eat the same McDonald's or KFC and stuff like us. So it's really difficult when you train and you have your body under all sort of discipline, and then you come to the competition and you lose because some other person has hormones that, you know, are more masculine than feminine. And Denise is saying it's not fair, they must compete by themselves. And I agree with you. You know, you can't have them in, it's clearly not fair. So the high jump is still going on. The first Jamaican, Kimberly Williamson, has cleared her mark, and the second Jamaican is coming up shortly. And then it's going to be a bam bam on the pitch, because, or I should say on the track, because our girls are going to be running. Shelly and Fraser, I can see warming up. Let's hope her wig stays in place tonight. Shelly, I should bring 10 wig Ghana US. You know, 10 wig. Like, normally people bring 10 breadfruit and them stuff. They would Shelly and bring her wig to Eugene. So we're hoping that her wig stays in place, because when she was running yesterday, Mrs. Sheffield fixed the wig mid-race. I don't know if she combed the head underneath it, you know. I don't know if her hair under the wig combs. You know, so if that the wig drop off. If the wig drop off and like no comb, you know, so she'll go stop and pick up the wig and put it on back. But she's Shelly and Fraser, right? She can afford to drop the wig and pick it up and still win the race, I suppose. Tane is saying, most times, if another braids and weave, me did I try to find the woman part. Body, face, build, screaming is all masculine. So true. And Nick Cole is here saying, hi, Eddie, Jamrock Discoveries in the building. Greetings to you. I agree. I agree, Ed. And it's so disturbing, because you're looking at these people and you're like, all right, let me try and find like a feminine smile or a feminine, you know? And the only thing them not have is like a beard. That's the only feminine thing. But like you look, them arm, them build, them smile, everything is just so masculine. And it's so this is the second Jamaican, and oh, she has cleared the mark. This is Distin, and she really rose high in the air. So Distin clears 189. All the athletes have cleared 189, to be honest. But Distin was way, way, way over the mark. And we have a spammer. Sorry about that, guys. We have these spammers who attack the chat, and this person came last night as well to attack the chat and put pornography and stuff in it. You know, we always have idiots in this world, I suppose. So, Jamrock is high from the Bahamas. All right. So, you know, say Jamrock in the Bahamas, enjoying the nice sun and beach. I can say that in Paris, it's so hot. It was 41 degrees today, and thank God it's actually raining now. It was so hot today. Like, seriously, when you feel the heat, yeah, you have to repent, you know, and say, you don't want to go to hell, because it was so very hot. So, Jamrock in the Bahamas. I've never been to the Bahamas, but I just imagine that it's nice and beautiful. Guys, remember to give me a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. And if it's your first time on JamFet, please subscribe to our channel, JamFet, promoting brand Jamaica. And it's now time for the semifinals of the women's 200 meters. Let me give you the lane draw again. The first one is going to be a cracker, because in lane 1 is Gina Bass from Gambia. Then there's Chukwuma from Nigerian 2. Aminatu Seni or Seni is in lane 3. And when you're looking at Seni, or if anybody who wants to Google Seni, look at her and tell me what you think. All right? Me not telling you nothing else. Just go look on her, Google her, and tell me what you think. Her name is Aminatu Seni. Very masculine woman. She is in lane 2. She's in lane 3, sorry. In lane 4 will be Prandini from the US, Jenna Prandini. She's very good as well. Sherika Jackson is in lane 5. And Mujinga Kambuji, she's from Switzerland. She's in lane 6. So those are 4 talented athletes. And I expect this semifinal to go very, very fast. Because Kambuji is fast. Prandini is fast. Seni is masculinely fast. And, of course, Sherika Jackson is extremely fast as well. So let me big up all those who are on Facebook. Best up on yourself, those Facebookers, but to those who are on YouTube as well. Tina is saying they must wax off the beard. Got them feel smooth down. The jaw corner cheek high, but the face smooth, me not tell a lie. So here we go, guys. It's semifinals 1, and this is going to give us an indication of how ready our talented Sherika Jackson is. She's in lane number 8. She's in lane 5. In lane 8 is Gator from Bahamas. You remember Gator, she false started in the 100 meters and she didn't really move. I think that was some problem with the equipment. So she was disqualified from the 100 meters. And I think it was unfair for her and for our friends in the Bahamas. Kambuji is there from Switzerland. Sherika Jackson is there. Sherika has run 21.5 this season. So you know she's probably the favorite based on time and based on form. Prandini is there. Prandini is American. And she's running in front of her home crowd. And look at Seni now. Look at Seni, and Seni shots, you know. Oh God, I feel really bad because I don't like to be like racist or I don't like to discriminate and so. But guys, look at Seni and tell me what. Let me know what you guys think about Seni. But they're lining up for the 200 meters first semifinals. And let's see, that's Seni there on the camera for those who are watching. She is so masculine, like no man. Casa Semenya generation. All right, enough of the foolishness. Let's get to the race. They're on their marks, guys. They're on their marks, and they're off. And what's happening? Okay, here they go. Sherika Jackson is tearing down. Seni is looking good as well. Jackson has cleared everybody and is moving. Here comes Prandini from the US, but there's no catching Sherika Jackson. Oh my word. Jackson is pulling away. 21.68. She is ready. Sherika Jackson is ready. Seni, our masculine friend, is in second. Kambuji is third. And Prandini is fourth. But Sherika Jackson laying down the marker there, 21.68. And she looked as easy as you like. Oh my God. I don't know what they've done to her at MVP, but Sherika is fast. She's powerful. She's running the curve like VCB. And I tell you, She looks unbeatable. Cherokee Jackson taking semifinal 1. Our masculine friend got second. Saini, our new friend, she got second. Sorry, and she looks really happy as well. But as Denise said, the yam and banana, unbeatable. So Cherokee Jackson taking semifinals 1. Kane says, I wonder if it was American in that lane, if she would have called this faster. Exactly. Well, probably because there was an American, Devon Allen. He got disqualified in the hurdles race as well. And he didn't seem to have false started either. So I'm thinking that maybe it's it's a problem with the starting equipment. Jamrock is saying Bahamas has some beautiful beaches, and Denise is saying Sharika won, and Denise Akinar teeth. Yes, Sharika Jackson, but you saw my friend Sani there. But Sharika's start was blistering. She ran that curve. It was like a Merlin Utti curve running, and she came off that bend in front and was just pulling away more and more and more from the crowd and just looking so relaxed. 21-6 and looking that relaxed. We're going to have to see what Elaine Thompson is going to respond in the second semifinal. Saini ran 22:04. Kambuji ran a national record 22:05. And Prandini from the US 22:08. Our Bahamian friend 22:41 came 5th. So I tell you what, those top 4 might very well make it to the finals, because that was a very fast race. It was a very fast race. Cherokee Jackson totally looking like a Usain Bolt in that one. So we're going to see what Elaine Thompson is going to come up with. What will be her response to Cherokee Jackson's semifinal time of 21:68? And this will give us an idea of how ready Elaine Thompson is. Elaine has some interesting competitors in her race. Some good runners are in her race, actually. I'm going to give you the lane draw. I'm going to give you the lane draw for the second semifinals that is coming up. Rosa, Victoria Rosa, the Brazilian, she's in lane 1. No, this is not right. I don't think this lane draw is right, what they're showing here. Because I think Asher Smith is supposed to be in lane... Well... Oh, yeah, because Asher Smith came second. So Rosa is in lane 1. Asher Smith is in lane 2. Young is in 3. Clark of the US is in 4. Elaine Thompson is in lane 5. Masalingi... No, I think this lane draw is wrong. I think that lane draw is wrong. That's not what I saw last night. So I think that's not the right lane draw at all. All right, let me see if this is the right one. Okay, yeah, it is. Masaling is in 6. Thompson is in 5. Clark is in 4. Young is in 3. So let's see what Elaine Thompson will be responding, how she will respond to Cherokee Jackson. Guys, remember, if you have just joined us, please thumbs up the live stream on YouTube. Please give us a thumbs up. Please thumbs up the live. I need it. It's important for the channel. That's why you will hear us always begging for the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscription button as well. Hugh is saying, yes, Sharika. Let's go. Sherika looks really unbeatable, but we're going to see what Elaine is going to respond with. We're going to see what Elaine will respond with, what her time is going to be, because I tell you what, it could be very interesting. So, second semifinals, the high jump is still going on. And there are two Jamaicans in the high jump. So far, they've cleared their mark with ease. So we're looking good all over the track. But the men are not looking so good. The men's semifinals are coming up today as well. Shortly after the women's semifinals, we're going to have the men's 200 semifinals. There's Johan Blake, who is still there, and Rashid Dwyer is still there. So we're hoping that we could get at least a finalist in the men's 200 meters. And it would be good if Johan Blake could make it to a finals. But he's going to have it really difficult because he is in lane number 1. And it's going to be complicated for him running from lane 1. But you never know in track and field. You never know. You just need a good start in the 200, run a powerful bend, and just use the momentum to ease and bring you home in the straightaway. Stephanie is here as well, saying I didn't see the race, but how are you doing? So we're doing well. We're doing well. We're just having our live chat of the World Championship. And so far, Jamaica has been doing really good, really well. We've qualified. All our runners in the 400 hurdles qualified to the semifinals. Our two athletes, they've cleared the bar at 189. And Sherika Jackson won her semifinals as well. So Team Jamaica is on fire today. Team Jamaica on fire and looking good. So Hugh is saying, wow, to Sherika start something great in the back. Johan needs to lose more muscles. It's weighing him down too much, says Denise. And you know, I agree with you totally, Denise. I agree totally with you. I think that his problem over the years is that he got bigger and bigger. And I think Asafa Powell had the same issue as well. I think after a while, you know, you become a bit too tight, you know, in the muscle area. I know that you need your muscles to sprint, but I think that he looks a bit heavy, Johan Blake. And unfortunately, that seems to, you know, affect him. But also, there are two Jamaicans in the discus final for men. There is Frederick Dakers, who is in 4th at the moment, and there's Travis Michael, who is in 7th. So Jamaica looking really good in the field events. All right, so the throw-in and the run-in and the field events, Jamaica is doing really well. Tane is saying that, Denise, I'm wondering if he's training for bodybuilding because it makes no sense. And Denise is saying, I hope he qualifies for the final. Yeah, yeah, man, I think he's too heavy on the in the body area. It's and I don't know who his coach is. I think his coach is Michael Frater, but his race is not as clean as it used to be, you know? Like when he was running with Glenn Mills and, you know, you could see the transition on the start. No, when he starts, every time I watch a Johan Blake race, it's almost as if he's falling, you know? It's almost as if he want to drop at the start of the race. When he's coming out on the blocks, he just looks all over the place. So it's not as smooth as as he should be. I've lost my feed, guys, so I'm not seeing what's going on in the 200 meters, believe it or not. Elaine came third, says Denise. That's not good news. Let's see. Let me see if I can see what happened in the race. All right, I've seen her on the screen. Will it be enough for her to make it to the finals? That's the question. Because the top two qualify. All right, here they go. Elaine coming off the turn. Oh my God, my feed is failing me. My feed is failing me. So I'm not seeing what happened. So yeah, he looks a bit too tight and stiff, says Tane, and I agree with you. But yeah, Elaine doesn't seem to be the Elaine that we knew last year. For some reason, she doesn't seem, you know, to be the Elaine that I don't know if she's injured. They did say that she had an injury earlier in the year, a shoulder injury, but she's not looking like the Elaine that we know can blaze, and you know, so it's a bit worrying. But Elaine maybe not qualifying to the finals. We're gonna have to wait and see. She was on the line with the other two, and let's see what the results. I will tell you. 21.97. I think that will be enough to qualify for the finals, but she's not going to get a good lane with that. Tamara Clark, 21.9. Asha Smith, 21.96. Asha Smith, 21.96. Tamara Clark, 21.95. Elaine Thompson, 21.97. So she will qualify to the semifinals based on that, to the finals based on that time, but she's not going to get a good lane. She's going to get lane 8 or lane 1. So she's gonna really have to run blind in that finals. I mean, I've seen her run in lane 8. Masalingi finished last in that race. Wow. What happened to Masalingi there? Maybe she's injured again. But wow, that's a surprise. And here comes Shelley and Fraser Price now. Yeah, Thompson era. I think based on the time, she will qualify because I don't see two more people running faster than 21.9 in the race that's coming up next. So she will qualify for the finals. But her lane draw is going to be horrible. That's the problem. Great to see you, Tara J. Smith. Hope you're doing well. Tara saying blessings to everyone. So yeah, that's the problem. Denise is saying Elaine seems to not be herself, but probably she's tired. Yeah, I mean, that's true as well. And sometimes it's difficult to hit the heights that you know, she changed coach and environment and training location and things like that. So that in and of itself could be problematic, you know, because even if you're the best athlete in the world, you still need to have a top quality coach. It's not like, oh, you can run fast and then you don't need a proper coach. You still need a proper coach. And you saw like with Shirley and Fraser Price, she changed coaches, but her current coach is good because you can see where Shellyan has improved. You can see certain aspects of her race where she has improved. For example, the end of her race. Usually in a 200 meters, Shellyan starts to fade away after 150 meters. And now Shelley, when she runs a 200 meter, you see that the end of her race is she's still strong. So it's coaching. Your start is coaching. Like Elaine Thompson is not traditionally a good starter, but you do need a coach who is going to correct those errors, even if you're the best sprinter in the world, you know? And that's why, like, the best athletes usually have the best coaches, because they are still going to be able to tell you you're doing that wrong or you need to change that, you know? And some athletes, when they reach a certain level, you're going to think that they can't, nobody can tell them what to do. I don't know why when you block this person, they keep coming back. YouTube needs to do better than that, you know? So the third semifinal is coming up. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is in this one. And she would have seen Elaine Thompson finishing third in that semifinal. She would have seen Sharika's time. And guess what? Abby Steiner is in this race. So it's the first time Abby Steiner is going to be up against one of the big three Jamaicans. So it's the top two who qualify for the finals, and then the next two fastest loser. Elaine finished third, so she did not qualify, but at the moment, she's the fastest loser. So two people in this race would have to, the third and fourth place finisher in this race would have to go faster than 21.9 to prevent Elaine from qualifying for the finals. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So here is Shelly-Ann in a different wig. This time she has gone purple. Maybe she's going to come out with the blue wig, the spice wig. Abby Steiner is here. She has a personal best of 21.77. She is a new face of American track and field. Many were expecting it to be Sha'Carri, but it's Steiner. This is going to be the first time Steiner is going to match up with one of the big three Jamaicans. So let's see if it's going to be a lesson, or let's see if she has what it takes. There is Ophelia, who has run 21.9 as well. Tane is saying, I was really hoping that Elaine isn't affected negatively by the switch. Still hoping for the best. Don't know if it's me, and I hope I'm wrong, but feel a bit off, re her huzzy in general. Yeah, it's difficult to have your husband as your coach. You know, I'm not saying that he's not a good coach or anything like that, but your husband as your coach, you know, him probably not going to talk to you a certain way or be rough with you a certain way, or, oh, honey, my back hurt me. Okay, you understand? Whereas somebody who is not your husband is going to tell you, is going to be a lot stricter. I don't know. Maybe he is not like that, but you would think that it's better to not have like a family member as your coach. So they're down in the blocks. Let's see what Steiner has to offer against Fraser-Pryce. So they're up. Oh my God, Shelly has already gone clear of Steiner. She has opened the gap and is tearing around the bend. Steiner is nowhere to be seen. And it's Shelly who is pulling away. Oh my God, Shelly is making Steiner look very, very ordinary. And she eases down 21.83. Oh my word. Shelly is ready. And this is a 200-meter, guys. This is a 200 meters. Abby Steiner has just got a spanking in her first race against one of the big Jamaicans. She has just got a schooling lesson in racing. She does not know what has hit her. Shelly-Ann was so comfortable, was so cool, and absolutely devastating. The start by Shelly was so good. Steiner never know. Steiner taunted. Steiner looked like a, You know, when you spin around, when we used to spin around as a child and just stunted, or taunted as we say in Jamaica, that's what Shelly and Stark did to Steiner. Shelly was just pulling away and away and away. And Abby Steiner, who everybody is saying is the new kid on the block and this new one who is going to challenge, well, I tell you what, she just got a lesson in sprinting from the sprint queen, and she's going to have to come back. Oh my God, everybody is in shock because this is a 200. You would think that the 200 is Shelly's weakest event, but she has just dropped an easy 21.8. So it means that it's okay for Elaine Thompson. She is in the finals. Elaine Thompson is in the finals. So no worry there. All three Jamaicans are in the finals. Shelly and Sherika will get a good lane draw. Elaine Thompson might find herself in lane 1, 2, 7, or 8. But Abby Steiner has just got a spanking. That was like a grandmother spanking. Melissa said, "Me want to see the match." Let's get a taste of Jam Rock, the rock hard way. More to come. She taunted. Very taunted indeed. Keisha is saying, lovely. I wasn't expecting Abby to look so ordinary in that race, but I tell you what, Shelly Ann was absolutely devastated. So all three women qualify for the finals. Abby can't go sleep tonight. They say Abby Steiner can't go sleep tonight because she was probably thinking that, and you know, they probably did it. They put Shelly Ann in it because they think Shelly Ann is the weakest of the three in the 200. But Abby Steiner had no gear to answer Shelly. Shelly started in gear 1 and then just started to change gear. And all Abby Steiner in an automatic, it just could not respond to Shelly. So the good thing though is that even though Elaine came third, Elaine is in the finals with Sherika and Shelly. And based on what I just saw, Sherika Jackson is clearly the favorite. And I think that something special could happen in that 200 meter. You know, something really special, like a national record or something. They do have a rest day because there's no running tomorrow for the 200 women. So they have 1 day to rest and then they come back. So whatever Elaine is going through, she needs to fix it because I would love for her to, you know, be at her best in the finals. But I'm just looking at Elaine's facial expression. I don't know if it's me, but you look at her facial expression and she just doesn't seem to be at the races. You know, she seems to be a bit off. You know, like when something wrong mentally or psychologically or emotionally. That's the feeling I'm getting from Elaine. Like there's something that's not totally right. You know, see Elaine swing and sway like she normally sway at the start of the event, you know? Like she seems a little bit subdued. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if her mental space is, if she's okay mentally. I don't know. But I'm hoping that whatever she's going through, she can get it right for the finals. Because, I mean, you would want all three women to have their A game ready for the finals. So coming up next is going to be the 200 meters for men. Let me give you a little synopsis of what's happening in the high jump for women, because there are 2 Jamaicans in the high jump for women. Let me tell you what's happening. So high jump women, all right. So I think Kimberly hasn't jumped her new height. The new height is 196. 196. So she hasn't yet jumped. The ranking at the moment is Lamara Diston is in 6th place, and Kimberly has dropped down to 11th place. So I think she might have missed a jump. So the bar is now at 196, which neither women have jumped that in the past. I think Kimberly failed at 1.8. And I know she cleared 189, but I'm not seeing whether or not she cleared the other attempts. So that's what's going on in the high jump. Jamaica is 6th so far. Diston is 6th at the moment in the high jump. So we'll see what happens eventually. Up next, semifinal 1 for the men. There's Johan Blake. He's in semifinal 1, but he's running from lane 1. So it's going to be very complicated. Hello to you, Marvelous Scott. Hope you're doing well. Miss Cherry, hope you're doing well. Good night to Eddie and to everyone. Let's see what everybody is saying. Denise saying grandmother spanking. Shelly, turn it up. Tane is saying when the newbies go up against the big bosses, it can be intimidating. That's so true. And experience is very important in track and field. A lot of it happens in the head, in the mind. And the more experienced athletes tend to do best stuff of all, you know. So Keisha is saying, well done. I knew they would be great as always, says Keisha. Yes, 3 more finalists. That's excellent. Hugh says, I tell you, it's going to be Sharika 1, Shelly 2, Shelly tunted her Steiner lost in the dust, says Hugh. Tane says, I agree, something is off. I hope she is in tune by the finals and the relays. Yeah, because we want them all to be, you know, having their A game on, so that even for the relays, it would be good to not only win the 4x1, but to also try to get that world record. So, you know, but looking at Elaine's facial expression and the way she's moving, and even the way she's running, it seems a little bit uncomfortable. All right, so next up on the track is going to be Johan Blake. We hope that he will qualify for the finals. It's going to be very difficult for Blake. It's going to be very difficult. Talk about somebody who seems to have issues. Johan Blake is not where he used to be, you know. Triangle Records has joined us. Triangle Records saying good evening to everyone. Greetings to you, Triangle. Welcome. The news is that all Jamaican women have qualified to the finals. Sharika won semifinal 1. She ran 21.68 it was, and looking very comfortable. Shelly ran 21.8 and looking very comfortable as well, defeating Abby Steiner, making Steiner look to be very ordinary. And, well, Elaine Thompson, she came 3rd in her heat in her semifinals. She was picked up the line by Tamara Clark and by Dina Asher Smith. but she came third, but she qualified as one of the fastest losers. Clark ran 21.95, Asha Smith ran 21.96, and Elaine Thompson ran 21.97. So it gives you an idea of how close these three women were crossing the line in the second semifinals. And let's welcome Anthony. Anthony is saying good night to you all. It's my first time. Welcome, Anthony. Welcome. It's all about Team Jamaica tonight. And so far, as I was saying, all three women going through to the finals. We have two men in the discus final. We have two women in the high jump finals. And up next is going to be Distin. So Distin still very much in this one. And I'll let you know if she can clear the bar. It's 196. So if she clears that, it's going to be a personal best for her in the high jump. And of course, she has 3 attempts at the high jump at this height. And of course, there's Williamson, Kimberly Williamson, who is in this high jump finals as well. So Jamaica really looking good in the field events. 2 in the high jump finals for women, 2 in the triple jump. No, there were 3 in the triple jump finals actually. And then we have 2 in the discus for men. So, and we got a silver medal in the triple jump, the women's triple jump last night, with Ricketts getting the silver medal. So it's really good for our field events. You know, it's always been the case that our field events have been a little bit under par when it comes to the track. And given that we have speed, we should be doing better at the field event. So it's good to see that we're doing so well. I mean, making it to a finals in a field event, it's really good. And not just making it to a finals, but getting our first medal and looking to have other prospects. Dakers, he's a medal candidate, for example, in the discus. So it's looking good. It's good times to be a Jamaican. It's really good times. The men's team is not doing so well. So if we could get something in the discus, if we could get a medal in the discus, that would lift the men's team, I'm sure. But we did have Seville, Oblique Seville did come fourth in the 100 meters. How many medals are we on, says Triangle Records. So far, we're on 4 medals. We're on 4 medals. We have a silver medal from Ricketts in the triple jump. And we have another silver medal from Cherokee Jackson. She got silver in the 100. Then Elaine Thompson got a bronze in the 100 meters. And Shelly-Ann got a gold in the 100. So we have 1 gold, 2 silver, and 1 gold, 2 silver, and 1 bronze. So that's 4 medals so far. And we're still a long way to go. We still have some medal prospects. Clearly for the 200 meters, we're looking to pick up at least 2 more medals there, and why not 3? Dakers has, oh no, that's Smichael, but Smichael has a foul throw. So Smichael has a foul throw, but Dakers, he's in 4th in the discus after the first throw. So like I said, he has a chance in this discus finals. So we could be looking at medals in the 100 hurdles for women. We have a chance there to get a medal or even 2. We have the 400 hurdles where we could get maybe a bronze from Russell. The 400 meters, we could get a bronze there from McLeod or McPherson. I think Paulinho and Shawnee Miller, they seem to be way above the field, but the bronze is open for a McPherson or even a Candice McLeod. Also, potential medal is the discus. We could get a bronze or even a silver in the discus for men. And where else could we get some medals? Certainly the 4x1 for women. We definitely are the favorites for the gold there. For men, the 4x1 for men, we could get a bronze there. 4x4 for men, unfortunately, I don't see us being competitive in that. And then the 4x4 for women, we might get a silver there and could probably challenge the US. But the American team is very strong. So we do have some potential medals to come. So we're optimistic about that. Coming up next is going to be the 200 meters for men. So Johan Blake having a chance now to redeem himself and to try to qualify. But his heat is going to be complicated because he has got Fred Curley in his heat. Curley is in lane 6. Fambule is in lane 4. And also in that one is Dambile of South Africa. So Johan Blake is going to have to run a season's best time to qualify for the finals. That one is coming up in 5 minutes. That race is coming up in 5 minutes. And of course, Rashid Dwyer, he's going to be in the 3rd semifinals. That's coming up in another 7 to 8 minutes. Okay. So we're hoping that we could get something there. And then there's a finals on tonight. There's a final on tonight, sorry. We have got the 400 hurdles, and Jahil Hyde is in that final. So there is one Jamaican in the 400 hurdles, Jahil Hyde. He ran a very good race to, qualify for the finals. He is going to be in lane 7, I think. Let me just check that for you. Yes, he's in lane 7. But in terms of time, he is not expected to medal. But, in a one-off final, anything is possible. When you're motivated and you pump up and you're motivated yourself and stuff, anything is possible in a one-off final. So we're hoping that Jahil Hyde can get the first medal for the men later tonight. We're hoping also that Smichael or Dakers can get a medal in the shot put, in the discus as well. So fingers crossed for Jamaica. Triangle record saying it's still 1, 2, 3. We're hoping for that. We could even hope for a 1, 1, 1. Because didn't we get 1, 1, 2, 2 once? Triangle is saying, I think Elaine's ego is bruised and someone is going to feel it. Well, that's what I'm hoping for as well. I'm hoping that, Elaine will come out blazing in the finals. Because like a true champion, even if you are going through pain or injury, you're going to fight it and come through. So I don't expect Elaine to just give up like that. But Sharika looks deadly. Sharika looks unbeatable. Sharika looks unbeatable. And for Elaine to win, she's going to have to get a very good start and run the bend of her life. Something similar to what she did last year, because Sharika is powerful and nobody is going to be able to run away from Sharika. So the only way you're going to beat Sharika in this final is if you have enough lead to hope that your momentum will take you to the finish line and that Sharika will run out of track to not catch you, because she has the 400 strength, so she's always going to be finishing faster than the others. So if you come off the turn behind Sharika Jackson, that's it, my friend. If you come off the turn ahead of her, which is what Shelly and Fraser Price is going to try to do, then it's a question of, can I hold my form and keep my momentum to, you know, get to the finish line before she starts to close. As far as Elaine is concerned, we know that she can run a curve. We know that she can get some good starts at times. But I'm not sure, looking at her momentum, I'm not sure that she's in the best shape to run down and pass a Cherokee Jackson. So Elaine is going to have to come off that turn ahead and a good 3-4 meters ahead, which you're not going to expect her to, because Shelly-Ann's start is very good. So Elaine will want to come off the curve neck and neck with Shelly-Ann and hope to, you know, overtake Shelly. But they're going to have to look to see where Cherokee is in that race at all times, because that 400 strength is going to be very important, especially after 3 rounds of the 100 meters and 3 rounds of the 200 meters. So your legs are not as fresh and your energy level is not as high. So it favors the 400 meter athletes, which is why, if you remember, when Otti came up against Perec in '96, Marie-Jose Perec easily just ran past Otti, because, you know, that 400 strength is so crucial after you run the different rounds of the races. So Mystic is back with us. Triangle is welcoming Anthony Levy. Mystic is saying blessings, Jumpfit, and the chat. I've finished my work. I'm back. So welcome back, Mystic. Up next is Ewan Blake on the chat. And, you know, for his sake and for what he has done for track and field, you know, being the second best of all times, but you just came at a time when Usain Bolt was just so much better than everybody else. It's very difficult, you know, when you run and beat all the world records that existed before your time, but yet you're still second best. It's not easy. Here is a semifinal number 1 for the men. Fred Curley is in this one. Ewan Blake is in this one. And, oh, bad news for Jamaica. Ewan Blake is out. Ewan Blake is out of the semifinals. He did not come up. He did not show up for the semifinals. So Blake is not here, guys. And so, once again, it's more bad news for the men's team. More bad news for the men's team. Ewan Blake is out. I guess he's injured, and he's not going to be facing the starter's gun. So more bad news for the men's team there. That is disappointing. But I mean, if he's at 100%, then maybe it's best for him to preserve himself for the relay, you know, because that's probably his best shot at having a medal. Dakers has fallen down now to 8th place. So Frederick Dakers is now 8th in the discus throw. So the men's team really struggling to mount a challenge there. But there's still Rashid Dwyer, who is a seasoned campaigner. He's in the 3rd semifinal. Curly's in trouble. Oh my God. Fred Curly is out. Curly is out of the semifinals. He's out of the finals. Fred Curly, he's out. The 100-meter champion is 6th. Wow, wow, wow. This is unbelievable. The athlete from Dominican Republic, I think it's Uganda, he won. Fambule, I think, finished 2nd. But Fred Curly is out. He's eliminated. Uganda won 19.91. So it wasn't a fast race. Curly looks injured. Is he injured? Curly looks like I don't know what happened there, but he was just not in the race. He came off the bend in about 6th place and just could not find any momentum. He was grimacing, so it's clear that maybe he's injured. He came across the line pretty much jogging and in pain. So Fred Curly, the 100 champion, he is out of the finals. So drama in the 200 meters. Johan Blake not facing the starter's gun. And now Fred Curly, not disqualified, but he did not finish healthy. He finished 6th. Which means that there's no chance for him even to qualify as a fast loser. So Fred Curly is out, one of the favorites, clearly. So that has opened up the 200 meters now for Knighton and for Noah Lyles. Wow. Drama in Eugene in the 200 for men. Sensation. Johan Blake is out. Fred Curly is out. And everybody in that 200 is now going to believe that they could maybe get a medal. Because certainly one of the favorites is gone. Wow. Mystic also welcoming Levy. Remember, guys, to thumbs up the live if you're just joining us. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's our live chat from the World Athletic Championship that's happening at the moment. We can't show the races because of obvious reasons and copyright reasons, but I can tell you that so far it's been very interesting because in the 200 meters, Elaine Thompson came 3rd. And now in the men's race, Johan Blake did not face the starter's gun. And then Fred Curly could only finish in 6th place in his semifinals. So the 3rd semifinals is coming up. There's a Jamaican in it, Rashid Dwyer. I expect Dwyer to qualify for the finals because he has experience and he's always there or thereabouts. So I would expect him to qualify for the finals. But if Curly is injured, then that is going to damage the 4x1 for the US. That's going to damage their chances. So as far as the discus is concerned, Jamaica is currently 7th and 11th at the moment in the discus throw for men. Lyles is now here. He's laughing because he clearly saw what happened to Fred Curly. Knighton is also supposed to run in this one. Well, wow, it's sensation in Eugene, guys. Very, very, very interesting what's going on. But let's see, there's still a Jamaican prospect. There's still a Jamaican prospect for the men's team. Let's hope that we can get a finalist. The lane draw for the 3rd semifinals is Law in lane 1, Martinez in 2, Rashid Dwyer is in lane 3, the super talented kid Ariane Knighton is in lane 4, and then Tartu is in lane 5, and Brown is in lane 8. So Knighton expected to pretty much dominate this one. Well, that's going to be the third semifinal, but just before that, we have Lyles, who is coming up in this one, ahead against Bednarik, the two Americans. Rashid Dwyer is on the screen. Knighton is just relaxing in the tunnel. Many people are tipping Knighton to break Usain Bolt's record. He has run 19.4 in his young age. Women's high jump is still going on. There are two Jamaicans in that one. But, wow. Let's see what's going to happen in semifinals 3. If Dwyer can qualify, we certainly hope that we can get a finalist. There's still a Jamaican in the finals tonight in the form of Mr. Jahil Hyde. Jahil Hyde is in the finals of the 400-meter hurdles, which is coming up shortly. So that's coming up in an hour's time, to be more precise. Jahil Hyde in lane 7 in that one. But Fred Curley is out of the finals of the 200 meters. So it looks like the Swedish athlete nope. The Australian athlete, I think she won the high jump. It seems as if she has won the high jump. I'm going to try to tell you what the position of the Jamaican girls was in the high jump for women. We had two Jamaicans there. They didn't medal, but they did very well. So, coming up now, 200 meters for men, the second semifinal. It's going to be Bednarik versus Noah Lyles. Dakers is currently 9th in the discus final, Frederick Dakers, and Smichael, he is 11th, so not doing so well. And now the Australian has cleared her height in the high jump. I'm still trying to see if the Jamaicans are still jumping, because I haven't seen them jumping, so I'm not sure if they're still in the competition. But, well, it's the second semifinals of the men's 200 meters. And this one features Bednarik in lane 4 against Lyles in lane 5. It's the two Americans. You would expect these two Americans to qualify. So I expect 4 Americans in the 200 finals. And chances are that they will sweep the 200 finals in very much the same way they swept the men's 100 finals. So we could have a situation in which the Americans sweep the 100 and 200 for men, and we could have a situation where the Jamaicans sweep the 100 and 200 for women. I don't think it's ever been done before. It's never been done before, that's for sure. So that could be interesting if Jamaica sweeps the women's sprint and America the men. And then, of course, there's a relay. So let's see what's going to happen. Fred Curley is out of the, well, he's injured. He might be back for the relays because that's going to be on Sunday. So there's a lot of time to recover from whatever he's going through. But we could have a situation where America could have first, second, third, and fourth in the, well, no, that's not possible anymore because Curley's out. So only 3 Americans are left. There's Knighton, there's Bednarek, and there's Lyles who are left in it. So Knighton and Lyles, you would expect them to medal, and Bednarek, he's no slow coach either. So America could sweep the men's 200, but they can't get 1 to 4th because Curley is out. So let's see how this one will go down. There's still a few Jamaicans competing today, and then there's one in the last. Camille Hackas is here. Camille saying Blake never stood a chance. That's so true because he wasn't looking that good, to be honest. So did he just decide to concentrate on the relay? And of course, America 1-2. Lyles looking comfortable, 19.63. Oh my word. That's very fast. 19.63. Bednarek is second. Richards from Trinidad came third. But Noah Lyles, 19.63. And he's ready for that final. So America with 2 finalists so far. We'll see what Knighton can respond with in the next semifinal. But there's Rashid Dwyer. Fingers crossed for Rashid Dwyer. I think he will do it, but we'll see. I think that Trinidad guy, Richards, might have run a very, very fast time because this was a fast semifinal. Noah Lyles, 19.6. Imagine that. And the Trinidadian, I reckon, very, very fast. That looks like a 19.7. Could be a national record for Trinidad. We'll have to wait and see. But Lyles looking comfortable. So, and well, Jeremy Richards from Trinidad, 19.86. So it wasn't as fast as I thought it would have been. But I think that's enough for him to make it to the finals. 19.86 as one of the fastest losers. So Trinidad more than likely will have one person in the finals. Let's see what Rashid Dwyer can do. Guys, remember to give me a thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Please thumbs up the live. We have got a lot of views, but not a lot of thumbs up. So remember to give me a thumbs up. And we are 50 minutes away from the finals of the 400 hurdles. There's the 200-meter third semifinals that's coming up with Dwyer from Jamaica. So we're hoping that we can have at least one finalist that time. So All right, so let's see what's happening. The high jump is still going on. I'm only seeing the Aussies. So I think maybe our Jamaican girls are out because I'm only seeing the Australians. 1, 2. So does that mean that our Jamaican girls have been eliminated? Is that what's going on? So Robert Netty saying Curly on the way. Robert Netty. So I think Robert hasn't got the news yet, but Curly is out of the finals. Curly is out of the finals because he was injured. Curly was injured, and so he's out of the finals of the 200. Third semifinals now coming up, and the discus is not going so great for Jamaica, guys. It's not going so great. The men's team is struggling. Let's hope Dwyer can give us a lift there. Mystic is still here listening, getting some things done, multitasking. So here's the third semifinals. There's Aaron Brown from Canada. He's good. Rashid Dwyer is in lane 3. Knighton is in lane 4. And of course, Z from China. He's very good as well. So this is going to be a competitive semifinal for the men. Let's see what Dwyer can do. The men's team, it needs a lift. The men's team needs a lift. And so let's hope Dwyer can make it to the finals. He is experienced. So I would think that, he would know how to negotiate this semifinals. He's behind Knighton. Knighton is, I think Knighton is probably about 19 years old now. But he has run 19.4, and many are saying that he is the one who will take Usain Bolt's 200 record. So let's see how ready he is for this one. Dwyer is in lane 3. Just behind Knighton is Rashid Dwyer. So we're going to see what happens. All right, so they are getting ready for this, the third semifinals, and they're going on their marks. Knighton looks ready. World record is 19.19 by Usain Bolt. That's also the championship record. That was set in Berlin in 2009. So let's see if Dwyer can make it to the finals here. It's a clean start. Good start by Dwyer. Knighton, though, is moving really well. He has covered everyone. Dwyer looks like he's struggling. Dwyer is struggling, guys. But Knighton is moving away from this field. 19.77. Rashid Dwyer finished last. Rashid Dwyer who was in lane 3, one of the better lanes, and who had one of the faster qualifying times, well, he finished last in that semifinal. So the men's team is falling apart. The men's team is falling apart. We saw Blake being injured. Hansel Parchment got injured. And now Dwyer finishing last. And I'm wondering if he was injured. He has 2 tapes behind on his hamstring. So I don't know what happened there. Aaron Brown is laughing. But wow. Dwyer got a good start, and then it just started to go downhill from there. Everybody went past him. Brown in lane 8 came second, it seems. Or was he passed? Knighton looked really smooth, but 19.7 he ran. And Brown dipping at the line. Dwyer looked in discomfort, so I think Dwyer is injured. And he does have 2 tapes, you know, those medical tapes on his hamstring. So he clearly is suffering from some injury. So it's more bad news for Jamaica and the men's team. These championships haven't been going so well for the men's team. So let me see what's happening in the discus. In the discus throw, Jamaica is currently in 9th. Frederick Dakers is in 9th. Travis Michael is in 12th. So not going well either, the discus for men. The whole Jamaican man team is falling apart. And for the high jump for women, well, Lamara Diston is 9th and Kimberly Williamson 11th. So what started out as a promising evening for Jamaica is turning out to be a little bit of a nightmare. The only good thing, probably Sherika Jackson's win in the 200, and then Shelley Fraser Price's spanking off Abby Steiner. And I mean, Abby is going to need a lot of counseling to come back in the finals because Shelley totally destroyed her. So basically there's one more race to go. When is the final ass triangle? For the 200, if it's a 200 meters for women, there's one rest day tomorrow, and then the finals is on the next day. So for me, my time is different from yours, because actually I am already in, it's already Wednesday for me. So for me, the finals for the women's 200 will be Friday, but for you, it will be Thursday. That's that's how it works with these time zones and things like that, you know. So Camille said I got a laugh out of that last position. Oh my God, I had so much hope for Dwyer because he was in lane 3 and it wasn't a competitive semifinal. So I really thought that he could have qualified and sort of give the men's team a lift. But as it stands, it's only Jaheel Hyde who is in the 400 finals, 400 hurdles finals. And I don't see where the medal is going to come from for the men. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys can tell me if you see otherwise. But in terms of the men's team, it could be a situation where we come back with a blank, because I don't see who is going to break our duck. There's nobody in the 200 finals. The 400 finals is going to be a bit far-fetched, in my opinion. If there's any medal to be had, it will be from the relays. And our 4x1 is not looking so strong, although Seville is there. Blake is injured now, so it means that they're going to have to try and bring in some of the other runners, like Bailey Cole and some of those who finish. Maybe Hans Parchment can't run a leg because he's injured as well. So, so it's really not looking so promising for the men's team in the 4x1. 4x4, I mean, the quarter milers had a very ordinary 4x4 400 campaign. I'm not even sure. I need to check to see. I think Christopher Taylor did qualify because he finished second in his heat. So Taylor qualified. And some of them didn't even make the qualifying standards, because Taylor didn't even finish in the top 3 in Jamaica. But there is the men's semifinals tomorrow for the 400 meters. Chris Taylor is there. He's in lane 3 in his semifinal. But I think, Nathan Allen is in semifinal 2 for Jamaica. He's going to run from lane 8. It's going to be very competitive because in his heat, in his semifinal, there's Kieran James and there's Michael Cherry. So he's going to have his work cut out for him from lane 8. And then semifinal 3, there's no Jamaican there. So our best hope of qualifying to the finals is Christopher Taylor, who was in the Olympics finals last year, but he seems to also not be in tip-top shape. A lot of athletes coming into these championships not in tip-top shape. So it's going to be complicated for the men. And in the 4x4, I don't see them medaling either. So it might be it might be a woman's thing. But the men, I don't see. Maybe you guys see where we might get a medal for the men. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at the moment. All right, so let me tell you what's happening. The high jump finals is still going on, but I think our Jamaican girls are, I'm not sure if they have passed on the heights or what, but now I'm seeing the Ukrainian athlete. So Distin, I think, came 9th in the high jump for women. So I don't know, but I'm not seeing any medal for the men, guys. Unless something happens, unless Oblique Seville really gives us a blinder in the So Triangle Music is saying that he has released a new song. So the link is there, so you could go over and listen to his song and drop a comment as to how you feel or what you think about the song. So support our fellow Jamaican there, Triangle Music. So he has released a new song. That's the link. that's posted. So if you will, you can click and listen to the song. There's nothing going on the track at the moment. There's going to be the 1500-meter finals for men, and then the 400 hurdles finals. And we have one Jamaican in the hurdles final, which is Jael Hyde, who all hope now rests on him to medal. And he's running from lane 7, so it's going to be complicated for him. But in a final, you never know what can happen. You know, you can have a blinder and do something special, or it could just go downhill. Once you're in the finals, you have a chance to win. It's almost like saying if you don't have a ticket, you don't have a chance. Once you're in the finals and you have 2 legs like everybody else, then chances are you can win, but it's going to be complicated, especially when the Americans are so much ahead of the field. So if you're still here and you haven't yet thumbs up the live, please do so. Please give us a thumbs up on YouTube. That's where most of the action takes place, on YouTube. So you can follow us at JamFit on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. If it's your first time, welcome. If you're a silent viewer, welcome as well. If you're just listening in the background and doing something else, feel welcome as well. I want to thank all our new subscribers. We got about 14 subscribers tonight, so we're very happy and grateful for you. So big up for yourself. EZW in the building. Team Love. EZW TV is here, guys. Greetings to you, EZW TV. Bless up yourself, my brother. And all those who are on Facebook, this is my first Facebook multicast, because usually we cast on YouTube. We broadcast on YouTube, but tonight we're on Facebook. So we're doing multi-stream through the Facebook platform. So all those people who came out, Stephanie, Tara, Marvelly, Camille, Kadia, all those Facebookers, Dawn, Delia, bless up on yourself. But most of the action takes place on YouTube, and we have got 2 channels. We've got YouTube Sports, we've got the JamFit Sports channel, and we've got our JamFit Jamaican Vibes channel. And we are streaming live to JamFit Sports channel, JamFit Jamaican Vibes, and to Facebook. So we're streaming live through all 3 platforms. So, let's see what's happening. There's nothing happening at the moment on the track. There is the Discus. There's a Discus finals still going on. Jamaica is not doing so well. We're 9th and 11th. So we haven't yet had a massive throw in the Discus. So it's adding some complication to the performance of the men's team. But if you have some time, just take your device and go over to YouTube and type in Jamfet Sports Channel and subscribe to that channel, because we're trying to build our sports network. Of course, there's Jamfet Jamaican Vibes, which is the main channel, but we're trying to build a sports channel. So if you feel, I mean, you're not missing any action, so you can just take your phone and go to YouTube, search for Jamfet Sports Channel, hit the subscription bell over there, and give us some support, guys. Give us some support. It's all about supporting us, because what that does, when you subscribe to a channel or when you give a thumbs up to the channel, it allows for YouTube to push us out, for us to get more views. And the more views we get, the more we're encouraged to build more and more content. And what it does is that it helps to build our network. So, you know, we are putting in a lot of time and effort into creating videos, editing videos, publishing videos, you know, to try and keep you entertained or informed, or, you know, sometimes it's about, we do quizzes, sometimes there's credit giveaways, sometimes it's just discussion of, you know, about the Jamaican culture and things like that. So that's what Jamfet means, celebrating the Jamaican culture in whatever way we can, whether it's the history, etc. And of course, it's that time of year. It's festival time, guys. They are celebrating our diamond. Is it diamond? What kind of jubilee? I don't know. It's 60th anniversary. I think the 60th anniversary is a diamond one. Can't remember. I used to know these things when I played Schools Challenge Quiz, but I don't know these things anymore. But it's Jamaica 60. So, you know, all those who are promoting the culture and building Brand Jamaica, kudos to you. And, you know, just continue doing what you're doing. Ian Plus Nature is here as well. Ian Plus Nature saying, respect, bro, from Taylor family. Love your channel. My light just dimmed a while ago. Guys, light can go out. When you're fired, you know, but light can go off sometimes, believe it or not. Light can cut off a fire as well. So on the track, no Jamaican interest on the track, but it's the 1500 for men. And of course, as usual, there's a Kenyan who is in the lead. USA is second, Kenya is third. And that's how they are starting this race. You can expect some tactical running from the Kenyans. I think there's one Ethiopian in this final, which is extraordinary. But the Kenyans are now at the front. And as expected, you would think that Kenya will continue their domination. Kenya is like the Jamaican of distance running. I don't know, like when the biological makeup was given, it seems like Kenya just got the distance, them and Ethiopia, and Jamaica got the sprints. All the other countries were, Jamaica and US got the sprints, Kenya and Ethiopia got the distance, talent. I don't know. I think it's some biology or so. There must be some explanation as to why that's the case. So I was saying, guys, so, you know, please support the channels. Long distance races for the Africans, says Denise. Look at Denise at 4 o'clock in the morning, not sleeping. These Jamaicans abroad, you see? Denise, you're not in your bed? That's how we support our team, guys. Jamaican, one thing with Jamaican people, two things we love: athletics and people business. Those are the two things we love more than anything else: people business and track and field. So when people business are gone, or when track and field are gone, there's no rest for the wicked. We're up and we're watching from start to finish, no matter where we are. So, and look at this now. Island Sisters TV in the building. Island Sisters is 3:30 for her, you know. Saying good morning, John Fett. I just woke up to find you here. How are you? How you do it? I take a nap before the races start. I take a nap. Guys, Norway is leading the 1500. This is extraordinary. Norway, the Vikings are leading. Kenya is second. Britain is third. Kenya is fourth. I think they're on the last, is it the last lap? Yes, it's the last lap. So the two Kenyans are behind the Norwegian and the British athlete. So this is going to be interesting to see whether or not they can hold off. So greetings to everyone in the chat, says Island Sisters TV. Mystic is still here. Well, the people business thing ain't me, says Denise. In Jamaica, it's 9:34. Okay. And oh my word, Kenya is losing the 1500. And it looks like it's Britain who is going to win. Norway is second. And that looks like Morocco in third. Wow, wow, wow. Well, blow me down. Kenyans fell apart in that one. The Ethiopian was nowhere to be found. Wow. So, believe it or not, a British athlete winning the 1500 meters. So these championships are getting more and more surprising. Norway is second. Where have we ever seen that before? And I tell you what, he can hardly believe it, the Brit. He can hardly believe it. So that was the 1500 meter finals. The next event on the track is the 400 meters finals, 400 meter hurdles for men. And then we're going to go to our beds and get ready for tomorrow's action. Let me tell you what's up tomorrow. Tomorrow is another cracking day. We have got the 800 meters for men, and then we have the semifinals for women. And the semifinals, we have 3 Jamaicans in that one. The first semifinal has Janive Russell. She's in lane 6. She's going to be up against Dalila Mohammed in lane 4. So those are the big 2 in that race. There's also Anna Ryshkova from the Ukraine in that race as well. So Janive Russell will be in the first semifinal. In the second semifinal, we're going to find Rochelle Clayton. She's going to be in lane 8. She's running out of lane 8, so that's going to be difficult running the hurdles from lane 8. And she's going to be running blind. But there is Britton Wilson in lane 5 and Shamir Little, the Americans, in lane 5 and 6. In lanes 5 and 6. So that's the second semifinal. Rochelle Clayton is in the second semifinal. And then the third semifinal is our third Jamaican, that's Shean Salmon. She's going to be in lane 3. And, of course, there's the world record holder, Sydney McLaughlin, who is also in that one. She broke the world record this season, so you know she is in tip-top shape. She and Dalila Mohammed are going to do battle. So that's going to be interesting. So that's in the 400-meter hurdles for women. That's coming up tomorrow. Also coming up tomorrow, in terms of what the Jamaicans will be interested in, is the women's semifinal. The semifinal for women, that's coming up tomorrow. There's Candice McLeod in semifinal 1. She is going to be running from lane 3, and she is going to be up against Shawnee Miller-Weibo. Shawnee will be in lane 6, so that's going to be interesting. Candice McLeod versus Shawnee Miller-Weibo in the first semifinal. And Victoria Ohurugu, that might be the sister of Christine Ohurugu. She is there. She is in lane 8 in that first semifinal. Second semifinal has our second Jamaican, Stephanie Ann McPherson. She is there, and she should comfortably do well in that semifinal. She's going to be up against Kazmarek and Cofield. I don't think that she'll have any issue qualifying for the finals there. And then the third semifinal will be Cherokee Young. Cherokee Young is the fastest Jamaican this year. Cherokee is going to be in lane 2. She has run the fastest this year, but she hasn't really kicked on. So she's going to be in lane 2. But the good thing for her is that she has Paulinho in lane 3. Paulinho is probably the favorite to win the competition. She's from the Dominican Republic, and she has gone very fast this year, 49. She looks like she is the closest challenger to Shawnee Miller-Weibo this in the 400 meters final. So that's the semifinals for the 400 meters for women. That's on tomorrow. And also on tomorrow is the 400 semifinals for men. The men's semifinal, and Jamaica has Christopher Taylor in that one. Christopher Taylor, he will be in the first semifinals. He's going to be up against Michael Norman, Matsu Smith, Dylan Borley from Belgium. So that's going to be a competitive one, but I think he should be able to qualify, Christopher Taylor. That Borley is the younger, or the youngest of the Borley brothers. So he's not the fastest, so that should be good. Semifinal 2, there's Nathan Allen from Jamaica. Also in that semifinal is Kieran James from Grenada, former world champion, and Michael Cherry from the United States. So it's going to be complicated for Nathan Allen to progress from that semifinal. So those are the 2 men that we have in the semifinals for tomorrow for the 400 meters. So I think based on the lineup, Christopher Taylor will have a chance to qualify for the finals. So there's one more race coming up, and it's the 400-meter hurdles for men. There's one Jamaican in that one. So we're going to wait and see. Dayan Griffiths is asking, good night, what time is the 200-meter finals? So the 200-meter finals won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow is the rest day for the 200. And then it will be on, well, I don't know which country you're in, but like for me, it's going to be on Friday. But if you're in Jamaica, it's going to be on Thursday night. For me, it's going to be Friday morning, based on the time zone. And in Jamaican time, it's going to be 9:50 Jamaican time. That's 10 minutes to 10 Jamaican time on Friday will be on Thursday night. So not Wednesday night. Tomorrow is Wednesday night. So tomorrow is a rest day for them. And then they come back the following day for the 200 finals. And I am going to give you the lane draw for the 200-meter finals. This is breaking news, guys. Breaking news for the 200-meter finals. this is the first place you're going to hear it. Breaking news, 200-meter finals. In lane 1, it's Mujinga Kamboji. She's going to be running out of lane 1. Elaine Thompson is going to be in lane 2. All right? Elaine Thompson is in lane 2. Dina Asher Smith is in lane 3. The British is in lane 3. Sherika Jackson will start in lane 4. Tamara Clark will be in lane 5. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price is going to be in lane 6. Aminatu Saini is in lane 7. And Abby Steiner is in lane 8. So Abby Steiner getting a very, very bad lane draw. She's going to be in lane 8. This lane draw probably favors Shelly-Ann Fraser and Sherika Jackson. Jackson will be able to see Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price at all times during this race. Jackson is in lane 4. Fraser-Price is in lane 6. She's not going to be seeing anybody. Steiner is fast. Seni is fast. So, I mean, those two will probably be good indicators for Fraser-Price. But Fraser-Price will be out there in lane 6. Elaine Thompson is in lane 2. Elaine Thompson is in lane 2. And at 200 meter from lane 2, it can be a very difficult task. It can be a very difficult task. The good thing for Elaine, though, is that just ahead of her will be Dina Asher Smith, who is a very fast starter. And then Sherika Jackson is in lane 4. So she'll be able to see Jackson at all times in the race for Elaine Thompson. So, guys, if you are just joining me, the lane draw for the 200 meters is out. Kambuji is in lane 1. Thompson Era is in lane 2, or I should say Thompson Hera. No, I spoiled up my name. Like we come from a country, understand? Elaine Thompson Hera is in lane 2. Dina Asher Smith is in lane 3. Jackson Sherika is in lane 4. Tamara Clark, the American, is in lane 5. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price is in lane 6. Aminata Seni, I have difficulties with this name. Seni, and that's the masculine runner from Nigeria. She's in lane 7. And Abby Steiner is in lane 8. That's the draw for the 200 meters. So who do you think is in the best possible lane? That's the question. Elaine is in 2, Sherika 4, Price 6, Steiner 8. Dina Asher Smith will be very happy to be in lane 3, I think. So that's the lane draw, and that's coming up. Mr. Smith, thanks for the update. Blessed love, says Diane. So, yes, it's going to be a battle royal in that 200 meters. That lane draw is sumptuous. Okay, so Diane is in Jamaica. So it's going to be at 9:50 p.m. Jamaica time. Actually, yeah. Actually, it's not. It's probably going to be a bit earlier because I'm only seeing my time, unfortunately. So let me tell you. Yeah, it's going. Yeah, the women's race is going to be at 9:35, and the men's race will be at 9:50. So the women's race will be at 9:35. The men's race will be at 9:50 on Thursday night Jamaica time, which is Friday morning for us in France and Britain. Alan says it's an interesting lane draw for the 200 meters. The Jamaicans are so spread out, still looking for another 1, 2, 3 from the Queens. That lane 2 for Elaine Thompson could probably be a good thing, you know, because she's seen all the main competitors and she might very well come off the curve, you know, with that advantage, that curve advantage. So, you know, and then lane 6 for Chilean could be good as well, because it means that she's so far out. She has less of a curve to run. So it means that most of her 200 is going to be done in a sort of standing position from lane 6. So that's going to favor her, her running style. Because you know Shelly, she's going to blast out of that, out of the blocks. And it's going to pretty much be like the 100-meter, which is catch me if you can, you know. So the final race of the today is going to be up next. And it's the 400 hurdles for men. And Island Sisters Mexi Jam says, I completely agree, Jam Fett. So, yeah, I think it could favor. I think everyone would be happy with their lane draw, to be honest. Fraser Price will be happy because she's running most of it in a standing position. And then she's out there. She's going to blast and be like, catch me if you can. Sherika Jackson won't be seeing Elaine Thompson, but she will be seeing Shelly and Fraser. And then Elaine Thompson will have an eye on everybody in that field. So it's going to be very interesting. Here's Jael Hyde. It's the 400 finals. Da Santos from Brazil is clearly the favorite. You will recognize him because he seems to have had an accident when he was younger and his head is completely burnt out. But he's from Brazil. He's the favorite. There's a French man in this one, Hapio. That's a surprise for France. But I live in France, so I have to look out for the French interests, I suppose. Da Santos is in 6. Apio is in 5. Warholm, you will remember him from Norway. He is like Superman sometimes. He is very, very fast. He runs the hurdles race like he's running a flat 400. So it's going to be Warholm versus Da Santos, and then Benjamin is in lane 3, the American, who is very good as well. So expect the medals to come from Benjamin, Warholm, and Da Santos. But we would be very interested in the performance of Jael Hyde. Can we get even a bronze medal? The men's team need a lift. Can we get a bronze medal? So, completely agree. Triangle saying I'm not reading the comments. Am I missing some of the comments? It's probably because I am multi-streaming, so I'm probably not getting all the comments. So let's see whether or not we can get a medal in this one. They're down on their marks. Triangle, I did tell them to connect with your song. I'm not sure if you were here then, but Triangle has released a new song, guys, and when this race is finished, you feel free to go over there. It's Warholm versus Benjamin versus Da Santos. Jael Hyde is also there. And Hyde got a brilliant start over in lane 7. Jael Hyde got a blistering start, but he stuttered on the second hurdle, it seems. And here comes Da Santos now, and Warholm has gone past the French athlete. So Hyde is still doing well, but here comes Warholm looking strong. Hyde is in 3rd place at the moment. Benjamin is in 4th. But here they go. Can Jael Hyde get a bronze? Da Santos is moving. Jael Hyde is going ahead of Warholm. It's a sprint for the bronze. Oh my God, he messed up the last hurdle. And it's the French Hapio who gets the bronze medal. Da Santos with the win. Benjamin got the silver. Hyde messed up that last hurdle. Oh my God. Jael Hyde messed up that last hurdle, lost his balance, it seems, and he lost his chance of sprinting for the bronze medal. So it's a new championship record for Alison Dos Santos, 46.29. That is fast. Warholm totally annihilated. And it's the French athlete who I think might have got the bronze. Benjamin gets the silver. The other American is celebrating. I'm not sure if he picked Happier for the bronze medal. The French athlete fell. But Jael Hyde had a good race, stuttered on the second hurdle, and then the last hurdle, he just probably didn't have it in his legs. And that's unfortunate because he could have got that bronze medal. Warholm's race fell apart. He finished 6th. Hyde finished 5th. And of course, those fake medals being given out again. Mystic saying, have a blessed night, Joffrey. Hope to have to get some sleep now. So tired, I'm running on fumes. All right, Mystic, thank you so much for your support. And Mystic Sensation, guys, she's a member of the channel. So feel free to hop over to her channel. And she does do a lot of giveaways and positive content. So you can check her out. Have a blessed night, everyone in the chat, says Mystic. And it's the American who got the bronze. Wow. I thought it looked like the French, but it seemed as if the American has been given the bronze medal. Let's wait for that replay because I thought Happier from France did enough to get the bronze, even though he fell. So Hyde coming off the curve in 3rd, ahead of the French Happier. At this time, the American athlete was nowhere. Hyde looked like he was in a bronze medal position, and he just messed up that last hurdle. Happier, the French athlete, gasping for air, going towards the finish line, and just picked by the American. Oh my word, that must be so painful. When you're a hurdler, you need to learn to dip. If you're a hurdler, you should know how to dip. And that French athlete was out-dipped by the American. Jael Hyde out-sprinted in the last 30 meters. And Dos Santos, with a world championship record, finishing so strong and so powerful that time. So that's it for the track events tonight. I'll just give you the lane draw once again for the 200 meters for women. That's out. The lane draw for the 200 meters for women has Kamboji from Switzerland. Mujinga Kambunji is in lane 1. Elaine Thompson will be running from lane 2. Dina Asher-Smith is in lane 3. Sharika Jackson will run from lane 4. Tamara Clark, lane 5. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price has been attributed lane 6. Aminata Senyi is in lane 7. And Abby Steiner, the American, is in lane 8. That's going to be a ding-dong battle on Thursday night, Jamaican time, 8:35 or 9:35. But Diane is saying you can share the screen that the persons can watch it together. Blessed night to you, Diane. Thank you so very much, guys, for making it jam-fit. Remember to give me a thumbs up and hit the subscription button. And we'll see you again tomorrow for live chat of the World Athletic Championship. Until then, peace and love.